Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America. And guys, President Joe Biden just had an absolute meltdown on live television. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. President Biden was interviewed by Lester Holt, and apparently this whole unity and let's tone down the rhetoric thing, it lasted for about 48 hours after Trump's shooting. Guys, he was a mess. This interview was a microcosm of a man who knows he lost already. It is a man who knows he's been defeated, who sees his campaign and his political career slipping away, everything he's worked for his whole life, gone. Lester Holt asked him some easy questions. It was a softball interview. And this guy, he's a very, as Scott Jennings said on CNN last night, Trump got shot and Biden's the one who's furious. It's insane. I want you to watch this, really watch this insanity, and let me know what you think in the comments.
Let's listen to some of that interview.
Well, let's talk about the conversation this has started, and it's really about language, what we say out loud and the consequences of those. You called your opponent an existential threat. On a call a week ago, you said it's time to put Trump in the bullseye. There's some dispute about the context, but I think you appreciate that.
I didn't say crosshairs. I was talking about focus on. Look, the truth of the matter was, what I guess I was talking about at the time was, there was very little focus on Trump's agenda.
Yeah, the term is bullseye.
It was a mistake to use the word. I didn't say crosshairs. I meant bullseye. I meant focus on him. Focus on what he's doing. Focus on his policies. Focus on the number of lies he told in the debate. Focus. I mean, there's a whole range of things that, look, I'm not the guy that said, I want to be a dictator on day one. I'm not the guy that refused to accept the outcome of the election. I'm not the guy who said that won't accept the outcome of this election automatically. You can't only love your country when you win. And so the focus was on what he's saying, and I mean, the idea.
But have you taken a step back and done a little soul searching on things that you may have said that could incite people who are not balanced?
Well, I don't think, look, how do you talk about the threat to democracy, which is real, when a president says things like he says? Do you just not say anything because it may incite somebody? Look, I've not engaged in that rhetoric. Now, my opponent is engaged in that rhetoric. He talks about there'll be a bloodbath if he loses, talking about how he's going to forgive all the, actually, I guess, suspend the sentences of all those who were arrested and sentenced to go to jail because of what happened in the Capitol. I'm not out there making fun of, like, remember the picture of Donald Trump when Nancy Pelosi's husband was hit with a hammer, talking about, joking about it?